Clara Murphy. I am currently the Programme Coordinator for Mentor Me at GT. I made the move to L&D last summer and have been managing the programme since January 2024.
Hi there, my name is Michelle Murphy. I'm the L&D Assistant Manager here in Thornton. I'm a former coordinator of the Mentor programme and I now focus on L&D content and L&D technology. We encountered a few challenges when we first started to look at mentoring and before we engaged with Mentorloop. Mentoring had been carried out on smaller teams in a very casual, informal way, and it wasn't being tracked, and certainly no feedback was being shared. We're also a client-facing industry, which means that employees can be on different teams, sent to different locations, both short-term and long-term, so it's often hard for them to connect with people outside their departments, never mind find a mentor. We also found that in order to set up a firm-wide mentor program, it was going to be a very heavy admin task on our program coordinator. They would have to spend a lot of time trying to find out who wanted to be mentored, who was going to make a good mentor, and how to match these people. It would even involve them knowing the applicants very well, which isn't always possible in a large organisation, or they'd have to spend a lot of time reading bios. They also would have to spend time reaching out to garner how much effectiveness the mentorship had been between these two people. We also found that there was a lack of awareness around mentoring within the organisation. It was often confused with coaching or day-to-day team management, and not quite always getting to the heart of what a mentor relationship should and shouldn't be. We've seen an incredibly positive impact across our organisation since we've launched our mentor programme. Our employee net promoter score is at 83%. This is up from 78% a few years ago before we launched the programme. This internal metric includes employee development as well as how invested employees feel in their ongoing professional career development. In our last training needs analysis survey from our learning development team, 87% felt that the opportunities available to them, including our mentor program, were either excellent or great. Our mentors themselves, or anyone involved in our mentorships, are brilliant advocates for the program and they speak highly of it, especially in panel sessions during our other development programs, and speak highly of it as something to enhance your overall career development. We have a huge demand for mentors, which is often hard to manage, but this is a shift from employees only thinking about their immediate managers as their most important person in their career, and now thinking of mentors as career guides and not day-to-day managers. We see an increase in cross-firm collaboration because we push our mentees to seek a mentor outside of their immediate department. We've seen more and more engagement and socialization in our various employee-wide events. There's been a huge success individually for those who've been involved in the mentor program. We've currently 70 partners in the firm, 4 who were promoted in either 2022 or 2023 were part of our mentor program as directors. In our last promotion cycle, 17% of those promoted were involved in the program in either a mentor or mentee capacity. This is a particularly outstanding metric given that any given point in time, between 10 and 12% of our employee population are in an active mentorship.
Mentor Me at GT was originally piloted with middle management levels and then opening to more senior levels shortly after due to the success. An internal survey then showed us that more junior levels wanted access to a mentor program. They wanted to be able to be involved. So in 2022, Mentor Me at GT was open to all levels across the firm. There are guidelines in place just to ensure that each level knows what levels they should then be reaching out to request them to be their mentor. For example, most people would want a partner to be their mentor, but if the most junior level in the firm has a partner as their mentor, who is there for directors? So we really did think about that, putting these guidelines in place and making the guidelines readily available for anybody as they join the program, just to help them to see where to start in their search for a mentor. It was also really important to us to help to drive the awareness of the programme across all of the jurisdictions of Thornton, Ireland. So there are screens, different screensavers on television screens across our 9 offices, which are in Ireland, Bermuda, Isle of Man and Gibraltar. The programme has also really helped to give employees an opportunity to connect with colleagues across all the different office locations that they may not have interacted with before. We have a really strong mentoring culture embedded in Grant Thornton and really want to keep going with it. We have so many natural advocates across all that different levels in the firm that is so helpful for helping to grow the programme. We used Mentorloop resources to help to develop different training sessions for both mentees and mentors to ensure that nobody's remaining stagnant in their role as a mentee or a mentor, and just to ensure that we are supporting them both to get the most from their mentorships.
We've seen a huge amount of success to date with our mentor program since we launched with Mentorloop, and we want to capitalise and continue on with future plans. Some of these include reverse mentoring. We have launched a pilot between partners and trainees and are now looking at how we might roll out a reverse mentoring firm-wide program that's open to more participants. Next, we'd like to see if mentoring could enhance our female talent programs. These programs are currently in existence in the firm and are there to support women as they thrive in their career, and we think mentoring could really add a new layer to these. Next, we do work very closely with our Head of Equity, Diversity and Inclusion to see how we can use mentoring to continue to create and support an inclusive working environment and making sure that everyone has access to a mentor. Lastly, we'd like to increase the overall firm participation in the programme. On average, between 10 and 12% of our overall employees are involved in the mentor programme, and Clara has been working very hard to increase the number of available mentors. Now that we have more mentors available, we'd like to see overall participation increase to between 15 and 20% next year.